Build a snow cart. So basically what I'm thinking is, I bought this frame off Craigslist, but what I want to do is I'm going to take 2 used up snowmobiles, kind of clapped out ones, kind of snag some parts off of that and translate it kind of into this machine I'm looking to build. But back here, right, so for the go-kart, you had your engine mounted here, and I'm assuming suspension and whatnot off of that to keep that thing from flopping around. But I want to put either the snowmobile engine right here, or maybe do something different. There's not a lot of room up here, so it's probably just gonna have to go for the original go-kart design, which is back here. I'll put those tracks under here, and then on the front I kind of want to bring this up a little bit so it's kind of off the ground more than it is. Obviously I'll put 2 skis up front here, kind of elevate the whole chassis up a little bit. I want to kind of shoot this whole thing too, give it a cool kind of spacey look. I think it'd be kind of sick. Down here I'm gonna panel all that out, put a skid plate underneath. The parts I got with this whole setup here, just go-kart parts. Probably use some of what I can. I could either kind of keep it an open feel on the inside, or I could put a hatch on here. Like imagine like some kind of gull wing door on the side of this thing. The parts I got came with this kind of neat little door latch, so that might be an option. My only concern there is that it might be a little bit sketchy kind of as far as rolling in the snow and getting stuck inside this thing. I'm not exactly sure why this system's set up with bolt-on. Maybe it's so you can just ride without it, whatever. I'm gonna make this permanent. I'm also gonna bring this down a little bit. So I'm gonna start the modifications by taking these bolts out, cutting this down, dropping it to where it's like maybe 2 inches of head clearance from the base here, and then welding this top piece onto the back and to the front there where it's bolted in, and that'll just kind of give it a little more streamlined look to it. That's the idea anyway. I'm just gonna start doing it, kind of make it up as I go and see what it ends up turning into. Start slicing it and dicing. You know, it'd be super sick if I had an extension cord or something, but I'd just make things too easy, so I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. Safety glasses? Sure. Not feeling super lucky today, so might as well. So what you see me doing here is using my laser eyeball to make sure my lines are where they need to be. And I'd say pretty spot on. Now I gotta figure out how to drop this down. I have to cut out that 3 inches, that 3.5 inches that I want gone though, because then I can just drop this whole piece down to that level. So now I got these marks. I'll actually probably, since this I know hopefully is level, that headrest, I'll just measure up off of that and we'll be good. Make sure that's the way that it is. Yeah. All right, I'll just dice off the 3.5 inches on each side. We'll be chilling. This thing getting ready to kill me yet? Nope. The reason I'm cutting this down too is nothing to do with safety or structural stability and rigidness. It's all to do with looking cool. I want it to kind of be cool. Oh yeah, all freaking day. Check this trash out. 2 inches for sure. All right, now I gotta get the beating on this trash. Do I heat it, or do I just stick a pipe in there and go for it? Yes. I gotta go in 1/2 inch on each side, evenly. Got any ideas? I don't have a torch with me. Should probably get one, but dude, stuff's not cheap, man. Let's try this. Oh yeah, nice and bad. Crap. What was I doing? I'll probably go like 3/4 of the way through and call it there. Why is that not the way that it should be? You know? It's one of those things. Oh yeah, all day. All right, let's do it. Nah, screw that. It's taking way too long. Put the old extra skin on. This is probably how I hurt myself. All right, a couple things. We got that chopped and dropped, cleaned and fitted. Proportionally, that's still kind of high. However, we could kind of combat that by bringing the front up a little bit, popping some headlights in there, maybe some like old school KCs or something stupid, bringing it up a little bit and then cutting back. You know what I'm saying? Alright guys, so I made those frame adjustments here. I got that all welded out. I'll get those ground down, but this is what I'm talking about by lowering it. I got that lowered. Looks a little goofy right here, but I'm gonna raise this up on this end. Here, I'll show you. I'll raise this front end up here. That'll bring more leg room in. That'll give a little more leg room and kind of give it more of the look I'm going for. Well, we got that frame modification figured out. The next step would be to see what parts of this I can use, and then buy a couple of snowmobiles. All right, we're on our way to go pick up a sled. Not really sure what it is to be exact, because I sent out like 50 lowball offers. Anyway, one of them stuck, so we're going to pick it up and we're going to use all the parts off of it to mash up into our snow cart. Should be kind of cool. Maybe rip it around a little bit, kind of get some fun out of it before we do the Lord's work to it. All right, guys, got the donor sled for the snow cart. Should be able to take these tracks off pretty easy. Everything's there. Should do the trick. Alright, so we got the thing all loaded up. And we should be good. We got it tied down with some vintage rope. But for 350 bucks, if that thing falls out, I'm just gonna keep driving. We'll try again tomorrow. Just do it the same way we did it, huh? Alright, so I gotta figure out kind of how I'm gonna break this thing apart. I think it's pretty straightforward. Take the front steering components, pull it out, slap it on the front, take the engine and the track, slap it on the back, boom, done. I'm taking off this kind of control panel thing because I'm going to try and reuse this section. So I got all the cables ripped out, pulling everything back to the engine, kind of consolidate, and then I'll keep ripping stuff off as we go. All right, we got this engine mostly free. Well, it is free. We just got to pull it out and kind of make sure we're doing this with a process so we're not losing everything. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. As soon as this is all off, we can start mocking stuff up.
Okay.
So if we just pull out the steering components, turn the engine around, should be able to just bolt it and drop it down right below. But we just gotta make it work. All right, this is where we ended up. We got the engine pulled out of here. We got the front skis and everything and all the steering components kind of figured out as to how we're gonna make it work on the cart here. Next episode, we're gonna be mocking this up and kind of figuring all this out. I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to see more of this, drop a like. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you want to see, and we'll keep making some more.